Hookhausen opens the Dynamite following their win at Double or Nothing, with Danhausen trying to celebrate the victory. Hook, however, has no interest and keeps his calm, cold demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the night, there's a giant tag team brawl, which ends up with current tag champs, Jurassic Express, being taken out. Just as the other teams are beating the Dinosaur Squad, Hookhausen runs down. They defend the tag champs from the other teams, but are eventually surrounded. The teams go to bounce off the ropes and run through all four of them left in the middle. But Danhausen wiggles his fingers, and the top rope comes loose, causing the rest of the teams to fall out of the ring.
That's great. I love that.
The two teams left, Hookhausen and Jurassic Express, shake hands. Suddenly, Danhausen chop blocks Luchasaurus, and Hook chokes out Jungle Boy. Hook grabs a mic and only says tag titles, drops it, and leaves. In the couple of months leading up to All Out, which will be in like late August, early September, they haven't said when it's going to be yet, but I kind of went with generally around the times that they normally are.
Yep.
Hookhausen defeats many different teams. We get Team Taz, FTR, the Acclaimed, etc. You're going through most of the division. Mm-hmm. Sometimes with brute force and sometimes through magical, very, very nice, very evil means. Finally, they are told if they can beat the Young Bucks on the Rampage before All Out, they will be entered as the fourth team in the tag title ladder match. Ooh. The Young Bucks manage to corner Danhausen during the match, but he snaps his fingers and the lights go out. Hook, who was jumped over the barricade bleeding earlier, appears in the center of the ring without any blood on him and holding Matt Jackson in a sleeper hold, much to his own surprise. Meanwhile, Nick Jackson is tied to a ring post.
I want this to be a legit thing now. Like, this is great. I love this.
Hook chokes out Matt, and they're in the match. Mm-hmm. At All Out, the tag titles are defended in a fatal four-way ladder match. The participants are Hookhausen, the Young Bucks, Jurassic Express, and the Hardys. Yeah, I know, right?
I like beautiful.
When the match opens, Hookhausen, Jurassic Express, and the Hardys gang up to knock the Bucks out of the match since none of them like them.
Fair.
It goes on to be a standard ladder match with lots of big spots. We're going to have Jeff Swanton and Luchasaurus through a ladder. Matt is going to hit a twist of fate off a ladder on Danhausen. And Jungle Boy and Hook are going to go through a pretty even chain wrestling sequence where when they catch each other alone in the ring.
I like that.
So as we are clearly going to exhibit in this match that the future stars that are in the match are Hook and Jungle Boy.
Okay.
The finish is going to go like this. The Bucks have re-entered the match, but the other teams continue to deny them access to the ladders. The Bucks are going to be thrown out of the ring by Hookhausen, but the Hardys try to dump them out too. Hookhausen fights back and gets Matt and Jeff against the ropes. Double super kicks come out of nowhere that are meant for Hookhausen, but they dive out of the way, and Jurassic Express kicks the Hardys out of the ring right onto the Bucks. So Hook starts climbing the ladder, and so does Jungle Boy. Meanwhile, Danhausen attacks Luchasaurus like a rabid dog. Jungle Boy is going to meet Hook at the top of the ladder and hits a Canadian Destroyer off the ladder.
What the hell?
On Hook, yeah. He's going to stagger. Jungle Boy's going to stagger to his feet and climb the ladder slowly as Danhausen and Luchasaurus kind of continue a push and pull thing outside the ring. As Jungle Boy gets to the top of the ladder and reaches for the titles, Danhausen pops up on the ring apron, snaps his fingers, smiling. The lights go out, and when they come back on, the titles are gone. They're laying on top of an unconscious Hook. Hookhausen is tag champs. In the preceding months, Hookhausen defends the titles against the usual challengers. They survive a gauntlet match at Full Gear, but it comes to an end at Revolution in January. Though they fight, Danhausen's very nice, very evil magic is countered by our new tag champs, Broken Matt and Brother Nero.
Ooh.
As the tag champs leave, Taz and his crew come down to check on Hook. As Hook and Danhausen both rise to their feet, Hook Taz plexes Danhausen and leaves with Team Taz, so Hook's part of Team Taz now. Revolution ends with Matt and Jeff stopping on the stage when a beaten Danhausen grabs a mic and yells for them to wait. He says something felt weird the whole match, like there was someone else watching. He says he thinks they'll need his help. So he's going to join the Broken Stable.
Okay.
Suddenly there's a garbled message playing like a chant backwards. It ends with a whispered, "World Eater." And then join the Dark Order as Revolution goes off air.